Hey guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Subaru Impreza RS.
And a big thanks to Bert Smith Subaru in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the St. Petersburg, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Impreza has been Subaru's compact car since 1992. The 6th generation Impreza that you see here is all new for 2024 with a new interior, new tech, styling, and an all-new RS trim brought back from the 90s with a new power plant that we have here, which is a 2.5-liter boxer 4-cylinder, cranking out 30 more horsepower than the base. We also get new electronically boosted brakes and the same steering rack out of the WRX. We also get the 11.6-inch touchscreen, a 3.5-gallon increase in fuel tank size compared to the previous models, now at 16.6 gallons. We get 3 trims for the 2024 Impreza, starting with the $23,000 base all the way up to the top $28,000 RS that you see here. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So first thing you notice is the flickering LED daytime running lights. They're not actually flickering in real life. We have an LED projector for the high and low beam and an LED fog light down below for the RS trim. This red paint color is very bold, especially with the black contrast we get for the RS. A little bit of gloss black separating the Subaru badge with some gloss black for the grille itself. You can check out the radiator for this 2.5-liter boxer 4-cylinder. What you see is basically what you get. We get an upgraded wheel and tire setup here too for the RS. You get these multi-spoke black 18-inch rims wrapped in Yokohama Avid all-season tires, dimensions being 225 40 R18. So we'll see how the ride quality is with these lower profile tires. It should still be pretty good, but if you want to prioritize ride quality, check out the lower trims with a little bit beefier of tires. We get the RS badge on the door, not on the fender itself. That's an interesting styling cue. Blacked out contrasted mirrors, LED turn signal on the mirror, blind spot monitoring on the glass. And the glass fills up the entire frame. We get black trim for the window trim, bold styling, black shark fin antenna. No moonroof, no sunroof either. It would be nice though to get a blacked out roof for this black themed RS trim. You do get black side skirts for the rocker panel area. Same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper out rear. We don't get full LED taillights. They're incandescent for the brake light, halogen for the turn signal, but the reverse light appears to be LED. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong, but it does appear to be so. We get Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive badge in the corner. Shout out Bert Smith Subaru in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. Impreza RS badge in the opposite corner. Hopefully you get a good look at the exhaust tip. And speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this higher output 2.5-liter boxer 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2.5-liter boxer 4-cylinder sold by Subaru for the all-new 2024 Impreza RS. And it doesn't sound super aggressive, cranking out 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a 30 horsepower increase, 33 pound-foot of torque increase compared to the base power plant. Enough to get this car to 60 as low as 7 seconds to 7.5 seconds, which doesn't sound like lightning quick, but compared to an 8.5 second 0 to 60 time from the base, this is a huge improvement. What you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down, walk around this 2024 Impreza RS one more time. We'll check out this window sticker real quick before checking out the interior and see everything we get on the 2024 Impreza RS. Standard features, you guys can pause, take a look at everything that comes equipped on a $27,885 base Impreza. This pure red exterior color, it's not a metallic, but it's also not a cost option. The cost option we have here is this popular package for $1,080. Here we get the rear bumper applique, if that's how you pronounce it, all-weather floor liners, that's a nice feature, cargo tray, mirror compass with home link, that's the garage home link settings, the 3 garage openers, and the auto-dimming exterior mirrors. $300 for the body side molding, pure red, $150 for the LED interior upgrade, $100 for the wheel locks. After about $1,100 for the destination charge, we're sitting at $30,609. Taking a step inside, we get smart access for the driver and the front passenger. The door panel, we get this soft cloth trim up top. It's nice that it's not hard plastic. It is hard plastic for the rest of the frame. Plastic door handle, lock and unlock, auto one-touch windows up front, gushy soft leather trim for the armrest itself. Decent storage down below too. You'll fit a foot long in here, or you can fit a 24-ounce bottle, probably not both. Four-way adjustable mirrors. The seats are red accented, very well bolstered cloth seats. Headrest, they are fully adjustable, just not electrically adjustable. You can still recline, drop lift, and slide the seats all with latches. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start stop, and everything fires right to life. But overall, guys, the interior reminds me a lot of the new Subaru Crosstrek. Same infotainment screen, the steering wheel is just about the same, the gauge layout also the same. It's just we get an RS badge as part of your speedometer. The steering wheel, it's nice, thick, and aggressive. Reminds me a lot of a WRX steering wheel. Red contrast stitching, solid 10-2 bolstering notch, and a 9-3 fits perfect in your hand. It's not a flat bottom like the WRX, but outside of that, it's just about the same. On the left side, you have volume and skip controls, AM, FM, Sirius, voice commands, you can hang up and answer your phone calls. On the right side, radar cruise control, and you have sport and intelligent mode as well, active steering for the radar cruise control. The paddle shifters control the line-driven 8-speed CVT transmission. We get auto headlamps and fog lights, no auto rain sensing wipers, not available on the Impreza, but the intermittent stock right here in the center. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have our tilt and telescope function, interior brightness, air vents. The materials for this dashboard are soft touch for the frame, but hard plastic right for the front of these digital or gauge and infotainment displays. The gauges, we have about a 6,000 RPM tach with a coolant temperature beneath that, 160 mile-an-hour speedometer with the fuel level to the left of that. We can adjust the infotainment with these buttons on the left side of the steering wheel. Right now we're looking at our fuel economy, MPGs, fuel information, digital speedo beneath. We have our tire pressure, we have to be driving to see that, song, clock, temperature, and right back to where we started. My personal favorite to look at all times will probably be the tire pressure, just to make sure everything is safe. Trip preset on the right side, 11.6-inch touchscreen. We can press this button in the center to access the home screen. Here we have radio, media, phone, app settings, my Subaru car info. You can turn on or off the display. Valet mode, auto hold. You can turn off the traction control and add whatever shortcuts you would like. Up top, you can see the water temperature, oil temperature, and the average speed. To the left of that, we have the song that's currently playing. And to the right of that, we have our weather. Active weather, you can see a forecast for up to 6 hours from now. That's convenient. My personal favorites to look at all times would generally be the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We can check out the car info real quick, and here we have driving statistics and maintenance with pitch and roll. We also have vehicle settings down below that you can check out all of these. My personal favorites to look at all times would probably be this car info screen. Beneath that, you have our vent controls. It's all adjusted through touch sensors, but the temperature itself has hard buttons. Thumbs up for Subaru for that. Volume dial has a satisfying resistance to it, tuned to the right of it. Defroster also gets hard buttons for the front and the rear. Beneath that, we have a USB-A port and USB-C port, aux port to the left of it, and a wireless charger down beneath. Hard plastic for where your knee will often hit. Hopefully you get a good look at your aluminum outline pedals for the RS. The gear selector controls the CVT transmission, the backup camera. The resolution's okay, definitely nothing to complain about, but nothing to write home about. I just wish that they did a better job integrating the backup camera to vertical screens. That's a big reason why I prefer horizontal screens, so you can actually use the whole screen for the backup function. Anyway, we can throw right back into park. We also have the manual shift modes that activate the paddle shifters at all times. Electronic parking brake, heated seats. We have a 12 volt right here, good spot for a radar detector. You'll fit about a 24-ounce water bottle in this cup holder, maybe a cup a little bit larger in this one up front. We have a gushy, soft leather-wrapped armrest. The storage is massive. Bigger than the Crosstrek we reviewed in this channel. You'll fit 6, maybe 7 1-liter bottles of soda. You might be able to squeeze a 2-liter in there too. You can check out the glove box. It is damped, not lined with felt, but also large. You'll fit 25 license plates, possibly a pair of shoes, 2 pairs of shoes if you're under a size 10. We have basically a frameless, auto-dimming rear view mirror with 3 garage home link settings on it. You pay a little extra for that. The interior lights appear to be LED. No sunroof or anything, but that's about it for the front seat of this 2024 Subaru Impreza RS. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So out back, up top, just hard plastic, but we still get the gushy soft armrest, still a plastic door handle, no auto one touch out rear. A little bit of storage down below. You'll fit a 6-inch sub or a 24-ounce water bottle with no problem. The rear seats are still red accented. The padding doesn't go all the way out to the door frame. They still look like comfortable seats. Very impressive legroom for a compact hatchback. Taking a seat in here, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, and I still have at least 3-4 inches of knee room and at least 1 inch, maybe 2 of headroom. So if you're under 6'3", 6'4", you'll be able to sit behind your seat settings in the back of this Impreza with no problem. One complaint though, for a top RS trim, it would be nice to get air vents. We still get a USB-C and USB-A port. I'm sure there's some type of air vent underneath the front seat, just nothing that blows directly into your face. We get a center armrest. I'll put these seats right back. You got to really jab your hand in there to access it. It's super soft cloth, very comfortable armrest, and you'll fit 24-ounce bottles in there. Mat pocket behind the passenger seat, nothing behind the driver's seat. The interior lights back here are LED. Awesome. Grab handle with a hook, perfect for a suit or a dress. Same thing on the passenger side. That's about it though, guys, for the back seat. Let's hop out towards the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2024 Impreza RS out for a drive. So it's not a power opening lift gate, but it's a pretty easy process thanks to the hydraulic struts. The floor size overall, it's about the same as the Crosstrek, just a little bit lower to the ground. I like the height of the roof here for this hatchback. You can fold the rear seats down 60-40 split, and I'd expect you to fit up to a 55, maybe a 60-inch TV back here. Very spacious for a compact. Here you have your floor mats, the all-weathers right next to it. We can see if we have any secret storage outside of the spare tire area. We do. We got the fix-it-flat stuff behind it and a little bit of secret storage. You'll fit a backpack, maybe a carry-on suitcase behind it. We also have a cover so people walking behind your Impreza don't see what you got going on, and some lights back there as well. We can shut this trunk right down, walk around this 2024 Subaru Impreza one more time. It's a really nice hatchback. In the segment competing with vehicles like the Mazda 3, this is a really well-styled vehicle, and usually Subaru isn't known for their bold and aggressive styling outside of the WRX. But here, it keeps that same bold styling without overdoing it with the plastic cladding. I'm sure a lot of you guys would appreciate that. Performance-wise, we're making 30 more horsepower, 33 more pound-feet of torque compared to the base. So let's take this 2024 RS out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Subaru Impreza RS. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, though, the steering feels really sharp and direct. Better than most Subarus outside of the WRX, which makes sense considering this has a WRX steering rack. The throttle is very responsive, way more responsive compared to the Crosstrek we reviewed in this channel. The Crosstrek had the 2-liter 4-cylinder, and this 2.4 4-cylinder makes things significantly more sensitive. We'll take a step right over here. As soon as it clears up, looks like it cleared up, we'll try out a quick acceleration off the line in normal mode, responsive. Okay, so up top, there's a lot of power. After about 2,500, it kind of fell off, but after 4,000, it picked right back up. Interesting. I guess that's why the turbocharged engines are a little bit more desirable. It fills in that gap in the mid-range, but this top-end power feels really good. It just takes a second to get there. Watch this. See, strong, nothing. There we go. It's just like inconsistent. I'm sure with the paddle shifters, it'll wake up significantly more. But I'm sure most people that are buying an Impreza aren't necessarily going to be killing it with the paddle shifters. Let's try out a real world turning radius. See how sharp it is. It is really sharp. And come back out. Woo, nothing. There we go. See, like in the mid-range, it would be nice for there to be a little bit more beef. So it's not necessarily a must-have option to go to 2.5, but if you want that more instant power and you want more actual power up top, the 2.5 is a big improvement. And with partial throttle, we're picking up speed in that mid-range with no problem. It's just that full throttle, you would expect a little bit more. For partial throttle, it's still more than peppy enough. The ride quality here too, it was a question of mine to see how good it would be with these skinnier 40 series sidewall tires. But trust me, it is not a concern. Even with these skinnier tires, the ride quality here is a tremendous improvement compared to, say, a WRX. We'll take a step out here as soon as we get the chance. Looks like we got the chance. We'll try it out in sport mode. More sensitive throttle on the gas. Woo! Yeah, we get some artificial ratios. At higher speeds, the ride quality is still good. The steering is sharp and direct. I'm liking it. It's a very playful platform. We're not throwing it through any high-speed twisties or anything like that. Maybe we'll get a chance to try that out in 1 second. Right here, this guy can move. We'll try a little bit of a twisty. Whoop. Good body roll control. and great traction with this all-wheel drive system. Also, in the interior here, it's very quiet. You don't hear any road noise. You don't really hear any wind noise. We haven't taken it to like crazy high speeds yet, but at 50 miles an hour, I didn't hear any wind noise. Big speed bump, boom. Yeah, it rides over it pretty well. If you wanted to ride over it better, go with the Crosstrek. The Crosstrek gets about 2 inches of increased ground clearance at about like 8.7, I want to say, whereas this is closer to like 5.5, 6. We'll take a step out onto this road. Should be a twisty coming up after the stop sign. But in sport mode, the throttle feels really sensitive. You kind of forget that you only have 4 cylinders. It doesn't feel like a turbocharged 4-cylinder because it bites too strong in the beginning, but it almost feels like a old school, little bit weaker 6-cylinder, which says a lot for this 2.5 Boxer 4. Taking a step out here, we got a twisty coming up. Let's hit it a little bit quicker. Woo. Yeah, brakes feel good. Handling is really good. Wow. Try out one more turning radius. Hopefully we can do it at a higher speed, test out this body roll, which there's like absolutely no body roll. This literally reminds me of a WRX, just without a turbocharger and without that absurd amount of plastic cladding. One more time, we'll hit it through that same twisty. Looks like we're good. Taking a step out here, get a little speed. Brakes feel good, steering feels excellent. There's a little bit of body roll, but really not a whole lot. This is a sporty platform. It's surprisingly quick. I mean, 0 to 60, 7 to 7.5 seconds. I'm sure nobody buying an economy vehicle under $30,000 will complain about an acceleration time like that. All right, guys, taking a step out here. Hopefully this guy figures it out. Come on, bud. Okay. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a compact hatchback, sedan, anything with 4 doors, I would really recommend checking out the new Impreza with a base price under $24,000 for the base. It's not going to be as powerful as the RS. You want the more powerful version of the Impreza, check out the RS. It looks sick. This is one of the coolest looking compact hatches in the segment, and with almost 200 horsepower, this thing can move 0 to 60 in around 7 to 7.5 seconds. That makes it an absolute no-joke performer, especially for the sub $30,000 price point. If you're looking for a compact vehicle that offers a little bit more space and a little bit more performance, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2024 Subaru Impreza RS. And a big thanks to Ray at Bird Smith Subaru in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the St. Petersburg, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and ask for Ray. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.